How to choose a proportional valve? Understand these key properties. When selecting proportional valves, many people, the first things they usually consider are brand and price. When selecting a proportional valve, besides these two factors, we also need to consider another key factor, the specifications of the proportional valve. At this point, you may be wondering, with so many proportional valve specifications, which ones should you focus on? Today we will focus on several key parameters to help you quickly understand how to select the right proportional valve. First, operating pressure. It determines whether the proportional valve can withstand your hydraulic system pressure. If the system pressure exceeds the valve's rated range, it will not only affect control stability but may also reduce service life. Simply put, pressure determines whether the proportional valve can handle the load. Second, rated flow rate. It determines the operating speed of the hydraulic actuator. If the flow rate is too low, the equipment will operate more slowly and fail to meet the required productivity. Excessive flow can increase costs and may even affect control accuracy. So, flow rate determines how fast the proportional valve can respond and operate. Third, control method. A proportional valve cannot simply work by connecting power. It must match the signal output from the control system. For example, XOL analog voltage signal or a 4 to 20 milliamp analog current signal. With the right control method matched, the controller can accurately tell the proportional valve how much movement is required. First, whether feedback is required. If the equipment only requires basic motion control, a standard proportional valve may already meet your needs. But if the equipment requires higher precision and more stable, repeatable movements, you need to consider a proportional valve with feedback. By using sensors to detect actual movement, the system can continuously correct errors. This is also the closed-loop control we discussed in previous episodes. So, when selecting a proportional valve, don't just focus on the model and price. More importantly, consider how much pressure the system requires and how much flow it needs, what control method is used, and whether feedback is required. One-sentence summary. There is no most expensive proportional valve, only the one that best fits the equipment requirements. So, here comes the question. We already know that proportional valves can control hydraulic oil in many different ways. So where does the enormous power of the hydraulic fluid actually come from? Follow me, and in the next episode, we'll explore more new knowledge.